Hello. This is going to be for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see. What does Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know? First, I'm going to do Aries. Aries, it seems like there's going to be some sudden change here. You're going to receive some shocking news. This could be a surprise or could even be epiphany, but it's definitely going to be a transformation. And somebody here needs to make more healthy choices here, okay? This is about self-love and self-care now. Being more happier and loving life, okay? Some of you, the sudden change could be that you're changing your lifestyle now, okay? Being more healthier. Let's see, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Aries, wow, that flew out. You got soulmate. There seems to be a soul contact, connection, partnership, soul contract, a life partner. Okay, so Aries, let's see. Wow, these are really flying out for you, Aries. So let's see. It seems like somebody sabotaging a soulmate though in the past. Some of you have tried to work on it now or repair it. It seems like subconsciously you are kind of reminiscing, wanting to make memories, learn from the past, using your perception. But somebody here has got outdated thinking here or conditioning, replaying events over and over in the head. Okay, what's done is done here is the past. It cannot be undone because what's taking place here, as they advise, somebody's partying, spending time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in a moment. At the bottom you do have though somebody's healing heart, healing heartbreak. There could be some toxicity or addiction here, but somebody's coming out of some abusive relationship. This is somebody who's mirroring each other. It's like a self-reflection. Whatever was in them is in you, and whatever's in you is in them, Aries. Yeah, somebody was talking away some message or text message. Somebody wants to talk more. But it's going to be a sudden change, some shocking news that's going to be coming through. And it's going to be regarding some abusive relationship. Let's see, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see all the message here for Aries that I need to know. Moon and Venus rising. Let's see. Tell me some truth here for Aries. Wow, these are just like not taking a kind of shuffled yet, but somebody is in their head, overthinking, stressed out, spinning scenarios. Somebody's been love bombing somebody here in the past. Okay, it was intense start, sudden withdrawal, causing some form of confusion because somebody was gaslighting, somebody manipulating them, doubting yourself, the twisted truth. Somebody's done explaining now. There's no more justifying, silent exit, energy protection. So somebody could have walked away from you here, Aries, or you walked away from somebody here that had just had you constantly up in your head. Okay, love bombing you. This could have already taken place now, or is yet to come, Aries. So let's see. Okay, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Tell me about this soulmate here for Aries. You got talking to the void. Seems like this soulmate here, Aries, it seems like you're texting them, there's no reply. Somebody's left you hanging here. Okay, or vice versa. Okay, because in the past somebody did sabotage this situation. Someone said I gave you my all, overgiving. Somebody was drained. Love wouldn't return to this person. Somebody could have felt emotionally drained. Some of you could have sabotaged this, or the person sabotaged this situation in the past. Okay, someone was going through emotion, they needed support and they wasn't getting it. Okay, subconsciously, it's never really over, someone's saying. There is lingering energy, there's a soul tie, there's no closure. Because of this soulmate connection here, Aries, it seems like This could be definitely somebody from your past, but it seems like it's outdated thinking. What worked in the past cannot work now, okay? And someone's saying back and forth. This emotional yo-yo on and off, causing a lot of confusion, okay? Because at the bottom you do have gaslighted, okay? Manipulated, doubting yourself, okay? Twisted truth, and behind that is love bombing, okay? Sudden withdrawal causing confusion here, because somebody here was partying a lot here. This could have been yourself here, Aries. Yeah. Someone's saying you lost me, and it could be true at the party. This is the final straw. Some of you are saying it's about your self-respect, okay? You're making some power moves, okay? The person you could have been dealing with could be dreaming off you, or you could be dreaming off them. Just about nostalgia, fantasy, wishful thinking here for somebody, okay? Somebody you're going back and forth with, okay? 1 minute you was in, it was like a relationship that was on and off. 1 minute you was in the relationship, next minute it was off again. Let's see what's shadow side saying regarding the situation here for Aries. Tell me more about talking to the boy, because it seems like someone's texting, but you're not getting no reply. This is a joker. It's all just a game. The very instance said it's just having fun. Okay, this could be you, or it could be somebody doing this to you, because in the past there, somebody is closed off. They're not emotional available, they're distracted. They've been hurt in the past, okay? This is somebody who gave you all to, or they gave the all to you, because subconsciously somebody was too controlling, okay? Somebody needs to be right all the time, very possessive. This was a jealous lover, okay, who's saying it's never really over. Because the outcome showing me this back and forth, this emotional yo-yo on and off, where someone's leaving, coming back. There's been a lot of teasing, dangling partial truth, needing answers. This was a shapeshifter, okay? 1 minute they're nice, next minute they're not. Somebody could be having some form of, like, coming across like they've got bipolar, because somebody is going to end up saying you lost me, okay? Wow. Phew, somebody's escape. Love is emotional escape for you. Be sure you are getting involved for the right reasons here, okay, Aries, because somebody you've lost, and it's the closed off, they're not open to you. At the bottom you do have exit plan. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet, so be prepared for a sudden change. This could be already happening in your relationship, already taking place, or taking place now, because this is a timeless reading here, okay? But someone's could be dreaming of you who's going through some abuse, was in an abusive relationship. Now they're fantasizing now about the good times, you know what I mean? But it's not reality for somebody. Let's see what the message is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Oh, what time is it? Okay, we'll wrap this one up now for Aries. Tell me about this Joker here. It's just a game. They're not sincere. They was dealing with a soulmate. Yeah, you got a house. This could be somebody you're living with. Could be somebody you got a family with. Okay. It was very secure. Okay. This is somebody you live with or married to. But somebody was a joker with it. It was a soulmate connection. Because in the past, you do have the sun. There was success. There was victory. Somebody was happy in the past. That's the truth. There was warmth. There was positive outcome. But now somebody's closed off because somebody sabotaged this situation. Because it was too controlling in the situation here. Yeah, you do have to shift. Somebody could be subconsciously thinking about traveling or by vehicle or overseas. But it's going to be a change because there's a lot of distance between us here, okay? Somebody could be even emigrating because somebody was dangling partial truth and somebody needed answers. But this was a shapeshifter, okay? Wow. Yeah, you got the fish. Somebody here could be speaking about business, finances, gain wealth, abundance, okay? Somebody here needing answers to find out what kind of finances somebody is in, okay? This is somebody who's going back and forth with, alright? But when it concerns escape, somebody's trying to make a way out. So they could have been saving to make a way out. Yeah, you got the star. Somebody's hoping, dreaming, inspiring. Wish treatment here. Somebody's dreaming about and wishing to escape the situation or this relationship, because at the bottom you do have the sky. It does speak about danger, accidents, warning. There could be some sudden harvest or surgery here, or it does speak about something coming to an end. There's definitely a block here, and it could be blocked by enemies. Someone's being very stubborn here. Okay, this is somebody here who's having a lot of conflict, abuse. Like I said, somebody could be in an abusive relationship or coming out of an abusive relationship. Okay, but a cycle is coming to an end. Let's see what other message here for the collective before I close this reading. You see the shadow work here. It will close the reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Venus, right? Yeah, somebody here. Wow. Somebody is in avoidance here, Aries. Face what you fear, for avoidance is but an temporary refuge. Evasion, neglect, and denial. Somebody's in denial who they're living with. That could be a joker here, okay? That the texting and there's no reply, okay? You see this person as your soulmate, but you got a soul connection, or you feel this person is your life partner. But in the past, there was some form of grief, okay? Somebody is in pain. Somebody needs to find healing and deeper connection to self here, because it does speak about sorrow, mourning, and loss. Somebody could have passed away, and my condolence for all those who's going through this, because now it's having an effect on your emotions, okay? There's something here that can't be repaired, okay? Because some things, like a bell, you can't ring a bell once you've rang it, okay? Someone could be experiencing some finance in the past because of someone passed away or someone got paid for someone's passing away. Tell me about this controlling here, because somebody could be traveling here. Yeah, somebody's up in their ego. The beyond facade of ego here lies the depths of true character. This person is very arrogant, prideful, and they got vanity here, okay? This is somebody here who's avoiding. They could be gone through some grief in the past, but this person's now in isolation, okay? They're in solitude. You need to discover your true self and connect deeper here, Aries, okay? Because there's somebody here who's seem to be in a situation where they're feeling trapped or in prison, okay? At the bottom, somebody is feeling rejected through this sling of being left out. We discover our own inner worth. Somebody was in denial, dismissive, and excluding himself. Like I said, somebody needed to go under closed off in the past, wasn't open. Oh, cool, 2 cards come out for you. You do have numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and human. Someone's trying to suppress their emotions here, okay? And it's alright to feel pain and to cry, okay? And to give into your emotions. And you also got distrust. Faith in oneself can rebuild trust in others here. Because somebody's very suspicious, they're very doubtful. There's some mistrust going on here, Aries, okay? You might not trust this person, so you kind of numb your feelings, okay? Because you want to escape a situation, but somebody's in resistance here. Go with the flow and be open to life changes right now, Aries. There's going to be opposition, there could be refusal, and someone's definitely in denial and angry, okay? But use it to just transform, not to destroy here, Aries, okay? If this resonates with you, Aries, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste. Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Leo, somebody's got a poker face here. They're taking a chance or risk, and they've got options. but they're not showing a hand here. Somebody's gambling here, okay? Because someone could be spending time with their friends, having fun, but somebody could be gambling, gone to a casino with their friends, okay? Taking some form of risk. But for somebody, somebody's learning and transcending and preparing for some union or the new phase in their life. So they're going to actually be taking a risk or has options here. Let's see. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yes, Leo, some of you could be in a karmic relationship right now. This is causing some form of resentment or triggers here, because it seems to be intensity, and somebody could be letting go, okay, of this karmic relationship, right? It seems like somebody here is dealing with a snake, okay? There is another woman. Look over your shoulder here, Leo, okay? This is going to cause a lot of turmoil in here. Como say, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. All the message for Leo that Leo needs to know. Leo, somebody's got some form of addiction here or codependence here. There seems to be some form of obsession. Somebody's under restraint, possessive, controlling. Somebody could have been dealing with a twin flame in the past. Yin and yang, balance, complacent. But some of you could have been polar opposite, okay, with this person who has some form of codependency. Because subconsciously, somebody is a runner. They're fearing intimacy, they're running away, okay? This is somebody here who's letting go, okay? Because in the past, somebody could have been in a marriage here, Leo, okay? In the past, you probably thought it was a twin flame, but there was some form of codependency, or somebody could have been a twin flame in the past, or you could have found out in the past that he was polar opposite, okay? And this could have been a union, a marriage, a soul connection. At the bottom, you do have copy cup. It could be meeting or talking to somebody here, okay? It could be regarding a marriage or a wedding here. Let's see what the message here for. Well, tell me about this codependency here, because somebody here could have been very possessive and very controlling, because it was under the influence of some form of addiction. Wow. This is somebody who's adrift, not willing to settle down or be responsible. It's time to commit and put down some roots. So somebody here who's got some addiction, they might be in the future want to put down some form of commitment, because in the past they could have met a soulmate here, okay? But somebody was a conquest in the past. Just another notch in the headboard or the real deal. Action speaks allowed this. So somebody could have gone into with somebody just to see them as just a conquest, and then found out that it was the real deal. But then somebody here who's fearing intimacy is running away from their emotions and letting go. Yeah, because something's ending here. It seems like you're pretending here, Leo, that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start here, okay? Because even though you might have seen this person as a twin flame, somebody may need to settle down, or you could even be yourself. But for somebody here, somebody was a late bloomer. There could have been an age gap or immature with this person. Somebody was out of sync, okay? Somebody might have needed more time because the person was very young or very immature when you married this person, but you seeing something's being burned. Somebody is afraid to love someone again. They've been unhealed, gone through some trauma, and this is somebody who runs away. But this even could be yourself, because you're dealing with a runner here, but something's coming to an end here, Leo. Because at the bottom, somebody does need to start over, ending it and moving on and trying again. But for somebody, Leo, the ex will be back. Okay? Well, this is somebody that's you're still healing from. That's for somebody. This is somebody you're still healing from. Tell me about this person who doesn't want to settle down and needs to settle down, but they've got some form of addiction. Healed, not hooked. This is somebody who wants freedom, detachment, and you're going to get some clarity. This is somebody here who really doesn't want to settle down yet, okay? And in the past, he's showing there was no contact zone. there was some enforced distance or a silence game, but somebody was still attached. You might not have been together, no contact, okay? But there was a distance between you both in the past. Somebody just seen somebody's another notch in the headboard, even though it was a soulmate connection. Or it could have been a karmic connection for somebody here, because subconsciously, wasn't love, it was control here, Leo. Possession, power play. Somebody was up in their ego. This could even be yourself, okay? But for some of you right now, somebody's being burned, okay? They're feeling unhealed, and there's broken trust. There's been lies, there's been cheating. Somebody's promises has also been shattered, okay? Somebody could have left somebody here, okay? Somebody feels abandoned. But at the bottom, somebody has got unsent messages saying, I still love you. What was never said, somebody was holding back, drafting an array. So it's like, say, all the things you wanted to say to somebody, it's too late. Too little, too late. I'm hearing for somebody right now, okay? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's for somebody. Let's see what other message here for. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Because somebody here seeking their freedom. There's no contact between you and this person. It wasn't love, it was all about control. Somebody was trying to control somebody who doesn't want to settle down. That could have had some form of addictions or codependency, or they just was emotionally blocked because somebody was dealing with a snake, okay? There definitely was some form of deception, cheating, because this was somebody that was in and out of your life here, okay? There was a desire, seduction, there was some trustworthiness here with this person. You knew you couldn't trust this person because in the past, you do have the moon. Somebody was in their emotions, somebody was using their intuition and inspiration regarding no contact in the zone here in the past, because subconsciously somebody needed to accept that it was ending and that it was over, okay? To know that it wasn't love, it was all about control. Because this could have been a woman who was very controlling here, okay? This could have been somebody that knew it wasn't love, but they was trying to do so much in their ego and pretending that everything was okay when they knew deep down it wasn't. And they knew it was time to let go, but somebody was still holding on, even though it was already ended. Now, this has had an effect now, a domino effect of broken trust, with all the lies and cheating that's been going on and promises shattered. Somebody here, 2 cards again, was dealing with a fox who was selfish, trickery, the wrongness, clever, suspicious, and telling to be cautious, because this could be known over the public network, worldwide media, outdoors, audience. People could actually see regarding this broken trust with what was going on, okay? At the bottom, Leo, you do have coffin. There has been an ending, a loss, sadness. There is depression, illness, and transformation. Somebody could even have passed away, and it could have been a man, okay, who had a key, okay? This man could have keys for many houses, okay? But something's coming to an end. It's causing a big problem. Somebody's going through grief right now, Leo, okay? Because something definitely has come to an end. This could have been somebody that you loved or had a romance with, or somebody here who was showing some form of affection with their heart. Or it could even be a mother's love here, okay? But for somebody here, somebody could be of old age here who could be passing away as well. My condolences. Could be a grandmother, okay? A mother figure here. That's for somebody. Alright, let's see what other message here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising, because there has been been deception around you. It's the things that was hidden, and somebody was very prideful here, okay? True worth is measured by character, not accolades, because somebody's arrogance, vanity, and up in their ego who's a snake and very deceptive. Okay, if it's not you, Leo, you're dealing with somebody here who didn't want to settle down. Okay, wanted the freedom, who had some form of addiction, because in the past could have been dealing with somebody that there was a separation because of betrayal in the past. Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness here. Okay, but some of you is right now though, there was deception, there was treachery. Okay, and somebody did backstab you in the past. For somebody who just was having one night stands. Okay. For some of you, subconsciously though, somebody had some form of obsession. Okay, and somebody's going through some form of grief. Okay, they're in pain, they're finding healing and deeper connection to the self. There's definitely sorrow, mourning. There definitely could have been somebody that could have passed there, okay? Some of you it was a woman, some of you it was a male, you know who it is. But something has definitely come to an end, and it's about somebody now accepting this, okay? To realize it wasn't love, it was control. Some of you it's people and things that no longer serve you. Somebody could be walking out of somebody's life or ending a marriage, but you do have desire on top of God. Harness its power to manifest dreams, not delusions. This is about longing, yearning, okay? So somebody's here, in the outcome showing here that somebody's still longing and yearning for somebody here, or longing and yearning for something new, for a family, for the gathering. Oh! Somebody could be underneath some delusion about some wake. A lot of people sat down at different tables here. Okay, could be outdoors. Okay, this could be taking place. Must be somewhere warm, otherwise it's a bit cold now to go and say they're having outdoors. But that's somebody's desire. But this is somebody who's up to some form of trickery. This is a fox, okay? Pre-warned is pre-armed, I always say. But at the bottom, though, you do have rejection. And remember, Leo, every rejection is God's protection. It wasn't for you. God's got something better. Because through the sling of being left out, we discover our own inner worth. This is about denial, dismissal, okay, and exclusion. So somebody could be excluding you, or somebody could be in denial about their actions, about some form of betrayal, okay? Somebody could be up in their pride and refusing to accept when they're wrong. They're wrong. Somebody's up in their ego. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Somebody's not owning their shit or taking responsibility for their actions. And this is going to be causing some form of inner conflict here. And this Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this person is intelligent, quick, and complexity. Graceful, observant, and perceptive. So don't know when you're lying, okay? This person has the strength tested here, okay? And it's going to be fairness. But somebody is carrying some form of resentment. Somebody does want some form of revenge. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yes, somebody wants some form of revenge because somebody's been competing here for somebody's attention. Tell me about this pride here for Leo. Yeah, it could be dealing with a Gemini. This definitely speaks about frustration, separation, failure to meet the test, avoidance of choice, or overcommitment. Somebody here has been blocked, okay? Somebody could have been, like I said, this is the drifter. This is somebody who didn't want to settle down here, Leo, who wants the freedom. You could have blocked them, could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Gemini. But somebody here, strong, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, could be blocking somebody into telling the truth, okay? This is somebody here who doesn't like lies, okay? But this is somebody also who could be a bit of a narcissist, a bit of a control freak as well, that you might have needed to block, okay? This could have been somebody who's very two-faced, or he could have been the person that was the fox, okay? But there's been a betrayal in the past there, and some of you, things were off balance, okay? A lot of discord, conflict here. Could have been with the Sagittarius was involved, but there's instability here. Somebody's not happy. This is showing up a fire sign. It could be yourself that's not happy here. It talks about unhappiness, negativity, failure, loneliness. Need to reflect on things right now because some of you are hurt, and it could be regarding a third party. Okay, because somebody was having one night stands in the past. Okay, it speaks about pain, suffering, bit of truth here, this separation. Okay, somebody's definitely going through heartbreak, and as well, like I said, somebody could have passed away, could have gone through grief and endings, and my condolence, because this is also speaking with the Ten of Pentacles. This could be somebody in the family, a legacy. So it could be something about some inheritance here. Okay, because Ten of Pentacles is speaking about a lot of money, inheritance or family. Somebody could be receiving some news, Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay? Someone's trying to focus on the goal here, okay? This speaks about loyalty, courage, curiosity, but somebody's been betrayed and it's coming to an end. There's definitely been an ending with somebody in the family, okay? Somebody's going through grief. Some of you could be a young Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, okay, that could have passed away. But some news is coming through, okay? Some of you, it's bad news regarding somebody passing away because of some form of betrayal. Somebody feels stabbed in the back. Somebody here could be needing a lawyer because the desire that took place, somebody could have been burned. Yeah, somebody wasn't having no passion. There could have been no sex between you and this person. It was a false start. It does speak about vexation, cancellation, delays, some misunderstanding here regarding somebody's desire here. Okay, that could have been put on the social media. Okay, regarding somebody here who was a fox. Okay, was up to some form of trickery. But there has been broken trust here. Okay. Somebody is afraid to love somebody again after being married, and somebody's being betrayed, okay? And that's the truth, okay? But you're going to get some clarity and truth regarding this here, because it could be some new beginning as well, alright? Because the two-edged sword, it cuts through the most deepest marrow. Yeah, you're going to get some clarity and truth. Could be from a Virgo, okay? This is somebody here who's withdrawn. No, this mistrust. Somebody's lying. You need to get some clarity and truth from this Virgo, though. Okay, that you need to go within. Okay, because somebody's not telling the truth. This could be somebody that could be in isolation, that knows the truth. Take a drink. Coffee. Excuse me, got tickly throat now. There's definitely a third party here that knew some information. And here for somebody, the answers are within you. You've got the Death card here, reverse. It talks about stagnations, immobile, forced change. This could be dealing with a Scorpio, but somebody's codependent here with the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Somebody wants rewards without work, but there's going to be some news that's coming in quickly here, okay? Or somebody's leaving quickly because some truth is going to be coming out. Somebody might need to confess something here, and it's going to cause a lot of arguments, okay, about somebody's trustworthiness. This could be somebody who's not speaking regarding a lost opportunity, or somebody here who didn't want to commit, but somebody's not getting the wish here in this family, okay? Because somebody could be moving out, causing a lot of arguments. Everybody's fighting amongst each other because there's somebody here who, like I said, betrayed you, and somebody's not telling the truth, okay? Strong Virgo. Someone's not happy, Leo. Somebody definitely needs to go within. And my nose is itching, so there's some form of trouble here, okay? Gossip going on. Somebody's refusing to change. Someone's refusing to walk away from people and things that no longer serve them. Because somebody could have been in an open marriage, or a marriage could be over. Okay? Somebody was very vulnerable, and there could be some gossip going on regarding this. Okay? Somebody could have been spying. Somebody was a monitoring spy, trying to find some form of information here. Yeah. And it could be regarding a death, an ending, a change, a major change, okay? An ending of a cycle. Somebody is looking some news regarding this, okay? Could be a Scorpio, could be a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But someone's having sleepless nights regarding this gossip that's going on regarding a third party. At the bottom, could be around the home, the marriage, okay, where there's some celebration where somebody's no longer waiting, okay, because it's causing a lot of chaos in the home. Somebody here could be holding on too tight, very controlling, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, or a mother figure here, okay. This is somebody here who's no longer waiting, because somebody was wearing a mask and being very manipulative. It could have been this mother figure here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay. Being untrustworthy. This is a third party that was involved, okay? This is somebody who could be having problems having children, okay? But somebody here is frustrated, very defensive. And it could be that somebody's not getting their wish here regarding a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Because it was unrequited love. Somebody was suppressing their feelings, and somebody feels left out in the cold because somebody's being blocked, okay? There's going to be some karmic justice that someone's going to actually experience because of some form of manipulation that's been taking place. As for somebody, this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what other message here before I close this for you again. Yeah, definitely was a joker. It's just a game to this person, okay? Just having fun, because in the past though, you are hurt and emotionless. Sorry about this. You're dealing with a show off, okay? You need time to heal though before jumping into another relationship though, Leo. Excuse me. And some of you feel that you never want your promises with all these lies and cheating, you never trust anybody again. Okay? Yeah, you're afraid to love somebody again now because you got unhealed trauma. So you're not dealing with it anymore. Somebody here is toxic. Okay? This is a destructive relationship. There's been a lot of manipulating and gaslighting. Strong Virgo here, I keep telling you that. Okay? Coming in to manipulate the situation right now. And for someone, it's complicated. There seems to be a lot of twists and turns and naughty situations. So be precautious here, because for somebody here, somebody is closed off. They're not emotionally available, they're distracted because they've been hurt in the past, okay? Because somebody did have a brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending, short but sweet. You can't last here, Leo, okay? If this resonates with you, Leo, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste. This is for someone, Leo, but it looks like your own family betrayed you, okay? Or you betrayed your family, or somebody here definitely was betrayed and stabbed in the back. And someone's now suffering with anxiety and stress and can't sleep at night. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Let's see what message is here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Sagittarius, some of you are in a stable, secure relationship. It speaks about growth and endurance. There's also abundance and manifesting here, and blessings here within the home and your stable relationship. So some of you are in a good position right now. But there could be somebody here who could have some form of addiction though here, Sag, or codependency, or somebody here is very possessive and controlling. There could be experiencing some emotional block here, okay? So let's see what's happening here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. For some of you right now though, you are reminiscing about the home, the relationship. Some of you could be meeting and talking, experiencing love calls, expressing your love. Yeah, because somebody here is giving into some form of seduction here. Some of you could be hooking up even with a third party or giving to some form of temptation. Because this could be with somebody who's missing you, being nostalgic, or you're being nostalgic. But somebody needs time to heal here, okay? Because there could have been a death, a relationship is over. For somebody, there's no second chances here. What's dead is dead. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. All the message here for Sagittarius that they need to know. Yeah, someone's being backstabbing here. It talks about heartbreak, pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, and shocking attack here. And for somebody's been blowing kisses. It was unconditional love, giving and receiving this, fairness and love, affection returned. But someone's being betrayed here, okay? And for somebody here, it's because of some form of addiction, possessive. Somebody has some emotional block because somebody was hiding their true feelings here, okay? At the bottom, you do have passion, insane chemistry, sparks, equal interest, burning desire. But for somebody though, somebody's cutting ties and moving on, okay? Receive what you need, somebody's moving on after the passion, okay? Things are coming to light here, okay? Somebody's going to be finding out and it's going to cause a change here, Sagittarius. Things, what's in the dark I'm hearing, is going to come to the light. That's for somebody. What the message here for Sagittarius? Because somebody's being backstabbed here, okay? This is somebody I don't conditional love for, but there's been addictions here that somebody got some form of codependency, or they could find out that somebody's very possessive and controlling, or somebody's been pretending and gaslighting here and hiding their true feelings, because with this backstab, somebody was having a roving eye here, Sagittarius. Keeping possibilities open. This was an open, obvious flirt here, very disrespectful, because you could be with this person and they're still looking at other men or other women, okay? For somebody though, it was a form of escape for somebody here, okay? While they was getting involved, because they need to find out you're getting involved for the right reasons, because somebody's been dangling some partial truth, and now somebody needs answers, okay? Somebody was being quite controlling. But this is somebody who needs to be right all the time, okay? This could be somebody who's very possessive, jealous lover here, okay? That someone's trying to escape from. Como se? Bugaboo, I'm hearing for somebody. Blowing kisses here, unconditional love. Yeah, somebody was teasing. This was a shapeshifter, okay? Now somebody needs answers here regarding somebody dangling some partial truth. Somebody could have some form of addiction in the near future, okay? This is somebody who's very childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out here, okay, Sag? Because somebody here is very immature, okay? This is somebody who's hiding their true feelings and pretending, deluding. This is a late bloomer. Could be an age gap between you both, okay? Attitude out of sync. Somebody might need more time, okay? Because somebody's very demanding, unrealistic expectations. This is high maintenance. This is a diva, okay? Somebody might see you as like this, okay? Very demanding and being a diva. Because at the bottom though, you do have conquest. Somebody might just see you just another notch in the headboard or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest, so you'll know the difference, how somebody's treating you, okay? If you was just a booty call, or they're planning to settle down, travel with you, take you places, go on dates, you know? Not doing none of this, then you was a sideline chick. Yeah, somebody's done explaining though. This roving eyes about this person. There's no more justifying. Somebody's doing a silent exit here, okay? And they're protecting their energy because they're not giving this person no more of their energy anymore because they see this person's just a player, okay? Because the person come back, they're not giving you the full truth, they're giving you partial truth, okay? And the personalities are like a shapeshifter. They keep changing from one person to the next. Yeah, they're saying you're my obsession. This is an unhealthy attachment here. Somebody could have been fixated and not giving somebody no peace because they feel, say, it was unconditional love. Okay? But in the future here, though, Sagittarius, somebody's being very childish, okay? And somebody could be emotionally blocked here. And this is somebody here who's muted, not moved on. They're hiding their feelings. They're faking that they're calm, but they're still kind of hurting here. This could be somebody who's being very childish, got some form of addiction. If it's not you, then Sagittarius, there's somebody around you who's pretending that everything's all right when it's not. Okay? Could even be somebody, like I said, that you're going for a coffee with, but they're not telling you the truth. Okay? So you might need to use your intuition and your discernment here because somebody is hiding their true feelings, pretending, deluding, gaslighting, okay, to the age gap. Somebody's very immature. Again, it's come up, immature, okay, so this could be a grown-ass person, but they're going on like they're younger than what they are. Yeah, this is a glow-up time. Transformation, confidence, inner radiance. Somebody who was a late bloomer here, who needed more time to actually glow up, okay? They was hiding their true feelings, okay? You could have noticed the change in that person's way they dress and how they started to take care of themselves. Because somebody's dreaming of you here, Sagittarius. Somebody's being nostalgic, fantasy, wishful thinking, or it could be you. But somebody is saying, I still love you, but they've got unsaid messages here. What was never said. Somebody's holding back though, okay? And the truth does hurt, okay? Somebody's getting a reality check. It's time to wake up, call, and clear your eyes right now here, Sagittarius, because it's about somebody saying, what if? Somebody's got regrets to over-analyzing the situation and imagining features that's not even taken place or never could have. It's like a fantasy. Somebody was fantasizing. Somebody could even have had a secret crush on somebody here, okay? But somebody's not listening to somebody who doesn't want to settle down, keeping their options open. And Sagittarius, you got heart, love, romance, giving, and infatuation, affection, and core. But someone's done explaining how love is to somebody, how somebody's supposed to be treated, how somebody's supposed to treat them, because somebody's got the cross. Somebody could be 24, somebody could be 36, but it's about duty, burden, big problem, grief, religious fate. Somebody here saying that you're my obsession. Somebody was trying to control somebody, stalk them, monitor them, okay? Being a bit of a control freak, needing answers, questioning somebody's whereabouts. Someone's saying that they're alright when they're not alright, because somebody here is got the key here, and it was somebody's destined here to move forward, because there's a man here who's having a glow up time. This could have been a late bloomer that took a while before they started to glow up and change, but somebody was hiding their true feelings here. Somebody could have felt like there's being gaslight, because at the bottom you got old age, maturity, peace, virtue, wisdom, retirement. Somebody could be older than somebody that's younger, older than this man. But somebody here was in a long-lasting relationship with this old age, and could be children involved, okay? But again, like I said, somebody was very immature, because it's going to be a tower, okay? It could be isolation, authority, ego, government, loneliness, official building. But somebody here is could be retiring from a job, could be receiving some message or news or document, okay? They could be communicating somebody here who's in separation. Somebody made a choice here, and It's going to experience some form of stress or disease or theft or flaw. It's going to be some form of loss, okay? And it could even be some news regarding somebody here who's of old age. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what other message you have for Sagittarius before. Just think about this heart here, because someone's done explaining here, okay? Because there's been some form of neglect. Tend to your inner garden and it will flourish here, Sagittarius, okay? Some of you definitely might need to go within, okay? Some of you might need to heal your inner child, because with the cross, you do have betrayal, okay? Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness here. Some of you might need to forgive somebody, or somebody might need to forgive you, alright? Because there has been some form of deception and treachery taking place, and somebody is now envious. Turn green eyes into force for self-improvement and inspiration here, Sagittarius, because somebody's envious here, okay? If it's not you, then there's somebody envious of you and how you are portraying to be okay, even though you may not be. Because this man here, who's could be a man, husband, okay, male queering, male masculine, is in avoidance. Somebody needs to face what you fear, for avoidance is but a temporary refuge. So somebody was avoiding telling the truth and shaming the devil. This person was wearing a mask, okay? They was in avoidance. They was being very evasive. They was in denial, even regarding some form of betrayal, okay? At the bottom, you do have insecurity though. Your worth is intrinsic and unchanging. Doubts, uncertainty and anxieties this person could be feeling. And guilt. Release the chains of the past mistakes and embrace the growth they bring. Because somebody's suffering some form of remorse, shame or regret, okay? Somebody here could have feeling guilty about something they've done. And now, somebody here is at a crossroad. Because now somebody's feeling obsessed now with, and envious of somebody. They could be coming across very childish and very immature now regarding the situation, okay? Because somebody's pretending to hide their feelings, pretending everything's alright, who's wearing a mask, because they're being gaslighted here, okay? Somebody might need more time to kind of heal from this, okay? But somebody's in avoidance here, okay? Let's see what other message here for Sagittarius. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. Because like I said, somebody could have been just another notch in the headboard at some point. Even though you had insane chemistry between you both, you could even be dreaming about this person, or this person could be dreaming about you. But with neglect, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, somebody here is very truthful when it concerns somebody who's frustrated and being very defensive, okay? There could have been some form of disaster because somebody is hurt, okay? Could be a Libra, because there's been a betrayal. Could be from a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, okay? For some of you right now, this person was suppressing their emotions, pretending, like I said, to be something that there wasn't, okay? There could have been some form of altercation taking place with this person who's very immature, okay? For some of you right now, though, this person could have been giving their cup to somebody that could have been younger than them. Yeah, this could have been the betrayal. Yeah, somebody could have been loving themselves or started a new relationship just with somebody younger. Okay. For somebody though, somebody is stepping out in faith, or that was their intention, but somebody's envious of somebody doing this. Wow. Somebody could be in denial. Okay, somebody made some bad choices. It was disloyalty. Okay. Some of you may want to move on, but there could be some form of delay. Okay, some of you might feel stuck in a stalemate where you're feeling unwanted. Okay, somebody's lacking empathy here in a partnership because somebody here could be trying to avoid a third party here because it's not working. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, somebody's letting go. Okay, some of you, this could be a water sign, or Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus is letting go. Okay, somebody's frustrated. Okay, this is somebody's failing to give up oneself here in this partnership because you've been avoiding avoidance. This man could have been going up to a glow part time, but somebody here was hiding their true feelings, wearing a mask and pretending to be something that there wasn't. Definitely been manipulation going on. Somebody's very unreliable. Could have mood swings, okay, untrustworthy. But there's also third party here, okay. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, seeing an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus with a third party and Leo. Someone gave into some form of temptation here with somebody from the past or somebody new from childhood. There's definitely been some form of dishonesty and betrayal here, okay. This is somebody here where secrets are coming out because somebody's being very superficial, okay, and causing confusion because this new opportunity here could have been with somebody who was taking their side to get their wish within the family, okay, but somebody here is trying to get over some form of conflict because there's been some trickery, especially with this fire sign. Could be yourself or you and a younger person here, but somebody could be a mother and child. But there's going to be a loss, grief, delusionment, mourning, okay? Somebody here is going through some form of isolation, darkness, mistrust. Could be a Virgo, okay? They're going through some loss, but it's going to get some clarity and truth here. And it could be regarding a false start. There could have been some misunderstanding regarding somebody here who could have been lost at the last minute, causing some negativity and confusion and somebody feeling left out in the cold. Somebody could even be standing there, setting boundaries because somebody could have been blocked here in a relationship or friendship because there's somebody here that couldn't be trusted here, okay, who was very controlling. Could have been a father figure, okay, or a boss, but somebody here was having sleepless nights because somebody's no longer waiting for a reunion now, okay, because something has definitely come to an end. Como say, someone's going to be letting go, letting God, regarding a third party situation, because somebody was wearing a mask and somebody here could have already been in a relationship. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. I don't know why I'm staying here to go and put this on and just going to end the reading here with this one now. Because of all this third party hurt, somebody could be pregnant or somebody could be getting some news regarding somebody got somebody pregnant, okay? Or somebody started a new beginning because somebody was using their intuition here, okay? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer regarding a betrayal, okay? This caused big problems here, okay? Somebody said you're my obsession here. It was unhealthy attachment somebody had here, okay? Tell me about this. Three of Swords here for Sagittarius. Wow. Yeah, some of you could have been engaged, okay, or somebody was in a partnership, or something's coming to completion here because somebody here, yeah, could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That's the ending that's come to here. Could have passed away. My condolence for all those who are going through this, okay. There's definitely been a betrayal and an ending, okay. But remember, after every ending, there's a new beginning here because somebody here subconsciously has some form of addiction. Addiction's come on top of addiction because there was some codependency and controlling here that was taking place, okay? Very possessive. Somebody's talking here because could be sending text message, emails, but somebody's letting go. Got frustrated with this decision or action here because something wasn't working in this partnership here, okay, or third party or a team, because somebody here was in avoidance here. This man who's glowing up here was a late bloomer and was wearing a mask and pretending to be something that there wasn't, okay. it wasn't enough. Somebody was very frustrated in relationships, Sagittarius, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, or just jealousy. But with the Grim Reaper behind here, the relationship is over. There's no second chances. Somebody needs to grow and transform your life, because you definitely was dealing with a girl with a snake. There was empathy, it's about empathy, narcissist, being charmed or used. Somebody needs to enable some boundaries here, because there's going to be a sudden change here, Sagittarius. Shocking news, a surprise epiphany, transformation. Something was in the dark is going to come to the light. And for those who are going through the end of a relationship or a death in the family, my condolence for all those who are going through this. If this resonates with you, Sagittarius, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.